Cosmonaut?
I have seen Jaws.
Okay.
But like maybe I was like 7 years old. There's a weird thing in like, so I'm half Algerian. In Algeria, there's no terrestrial like no, there is terrestrial TV, but no like watershed.
Oh, right.
And so like, I remember being like 7 or 8 years old, like seeing like I don't speak Arabic, so my dad's talking away to his family and stuff, and like you used to do this classic thing where you sit in the corner, do your names been sent, and you kind of like well. Anyway, and I'll be watching the TV, it'll be like 3 p.m. and Jaws is playing. Or
really?
Once I'm at 4 p.m. and I watched The Ring.
Wow.
Which was like an 8-year-old was not
Bloody
ready
hell.
for that night. But yeah, no. So I've seen a few films.
Maybe that's the way to go with education. Get them in
Get
early.
them
Yeah,
watching,
get them in early. Get the wrestler's name. Have you seen Saw? I've not seen Saw.
I have seen Saw.
Yeah.
I have seen Saw.
On the basis of what you said so far, is that you're definitely winning.
Okay,
So
okay.
maybe you can be the new co-host of Goblin Shaped Football or Goblin Shaped Film. What else have you liked from the Euro so far? We were saying earlier as well on the podcast. Make sure you give it a follow. I feel there's been some good team performances, but that's been because of the opposition. Like Scotland were absolutely awful. Croatia's back line was awful. They did look all right going forward. So I think there's been a bit of not a false sense of security, but Germany are good, but maybe not as great as that is showing.
Yeah, I think Germany Germany on paper have a really good team, like a really nice team. Like I think they maybe depth-wise in defence are a little bit lacklustre, but otherwise, like when you've got your attacking midfielders as Musiala and Florian Wirtz, arguably two of the most exciting upcoming attacking-minded players out there, you can't be doing too bad. Like Kai Havertz coming off arguably his best season in the last few years since he left the Bundesliga. Like they are really, really exciting. So I can understand why people are excited by them. But yeah, Scotland were bad. Scotland were really bad. Like Scotland, I think in the first minute and a half showed you like why like, things weren't going to be going well that game at all. They definitely got the game plan wrong, and they're going to have to get better as the weeks go on for sure. But Spain, like. I thought they did some interesting things. Like there's a stat that the first time that they didn't have dominant of possession, and they won the game 3-0. And so like if they're changing things up on that front, like they've got super young attacking players as well. I'm interested to see what happens tonight for France. I think that's going to be a super interesting one and how they're going to go. But overall, I do agree. Yeah, the opposition that some of these teams have played haven't been that great, and because of that, maybe we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves.
And it's the first week, isn't it?
Exactly.
The big dog Eric's dropped $5. He said, Godfather is the best movie ever made. Please watch. Also, if you've not seen Shawshank Redemption, it's a top 5 movie that ever appeals. Now, Niall will know, but on the camera, I said to Mark, I said, look, Shawshank Redemption is one of my favourite films. And he went, well, you're not reinventing the wheel by saying that, mate. Have you seen Shawshank?
I have seen Shawshank, yeah, really good.
And that's very
really
good, isn't it?
Yeah, fantastic film.
You know,
fantastic film.
we've seen the best and we've thought, no point doing Jaws.
Exactly, yeah.
What's the point in dropping down for the rest of it? Zach, obviously you work with your beloved Chelsea. You're a huge Chelsea fan.
Yeah.
What did you make of... Let's start with Poch.
Yeah.
Nobody saw that coming, did you?
It's funny, because I think if it had happened a month before, after the Arsenal game, 5-0... I don't think anyone would have said anything. I think people were going, "Yep, fair enough, is what it is." And then we saw a month, maybe a month and a week of good Chelsea football, and like things starting to come together slightly. Players coming back from injury, which is a big thing as well. You started seeing like Cole Palmer. Actually, think probably saw a little bit less of him because other players started stepping up a bit more as well. And so I think Poch did good. I think Poch, on the player side, like player relationship side and all that, did an amazing job. Not easy to have that many players and try and get them all happy with the amount of minutes they're having. Again, it helps with the injury list you have because you kind of do have to just play the players that you have available. But overall, I think, normally when you see like, it's a mutual agreement that they're going to depart, and it's like, no, it's not really normally. It's just like the guy's gone. I actually think on this front it is.
Really?
Yeah, I think you look at the kind of reports about Conor Gallagher, what might be going, and Poch is saying like he's one of my favourite players. I don't want him gone. Like on that front, I can understand why both parties were more than happy to do it. And I think like if you look at kind of the coaches that Chelsea were looking at, obviously then did bring in Maresca, it feels more so almost like they just want like a head coach. Yeah, they want someone to take the training sessions, someone to lead the team out on the match days, and not to worry about like what we're doing behind the scenes and what we're doing transfer-wise and stuff like that. And so that's not Poch. Like Poch does want to have a stake in every bit, have a finger in every pie. Yeah. And he was like a fantastic guy, one of my favourite managers I've ever met and done stuff with.
He was very charismatic.
Yeah. And Chelsea, to be fair, over the last few years have had quite a few of these guys. Like Tuchel was another one who's one of the best managers that hands down I've ever done things with. Yeah. Such a lovely guy. But yeah, like it's going to be interesting, I think. Like in terms of Poch's point of view, I think it's... I wouldn't have done it. Yeah. But if he wanted to go, then fair enough.
Well, and also we speak about it so much each week of like, they're going for this system with Marescu of like having the head coach and everything implemented above.
Sporting directors above him.
But then you look at like the top 4 this year, Pep's obviously in control of City.
Yeah.
Klopp was in control of Liverpool. Unai Emery's definitely in control of Aston Villa.
100%.
And obviously Arteta's in control of Arsenal. So it's
Yeah.
like, I mean, it could work, and I know why they do it, because obviously they're trying to do it at Man United. If you are chopping and changing your manager, at least you've got the stability, but does feel a bit strange.
Chelsea, I mean, Chelsea's history has been chopping and changing manager, and it's
and
normally
successful.
yeah, exactly. It's normally worked out, and so it's not necessarily that we're not used to it. It's just that we didn't then win the league the season after it happened and stuff. But overall, like, I think next season's a big year because Poch finished 6th in the end, which everyone would have taken your hand off probably at the start of the season, and that I feel like is probably the minimum requirement for Maresca next year.
Top 6.
Yeah, I think so. I think you kind of have to when you're spending the money we have and stuff like that. We need to be in the Champions League.
Do you know what I can't get my head around?
Yeah.
These real strong rumours to Duran.
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you what he can do. He can strike a ball.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
He's got a good goal-scoring record when he's been on.
I can't necessarily... I don't think the striker market is necessarily amazing out there. Like,
no.
You guarantee... Like, any striker you buy right now, unless it's Alexander Isak, who you're just not going to get, unless you're spending 200 million, isn't a guarantee that they'll work, in my opinion. Obviously, there's a lot of links that people talk about. Osman, he's going to cost you 100 million. Yeah. Is he going to be worth that? I don't know.
There's a bit of a curse at Chelsea, isn't there?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, definitely. Like I genuinely thought Jackson had a really good year last year.
Yeah.
There were ups and downs. Definitely missed some big chances. The Man City FA Cup semi-final game, and actually, to be fair, one of the other Man City games, he had chances to score too, and didn't put them away. But like, he's young, he's learning, and so I can understand if they just want someone kind of like a little bit different.
Yeah,
and a
to
little
what
bit
they've
bigger.
got.
But right now, I don't know, maybe. I feel like all of these guys, even with like when we were linked to all these managers, I'm like, they could be amazing.
Yeah, you just don't know, do
or
you?
they could be Graham Potter.
Exactly,
and we'll find out.
Alex J. Murphy says, hi, Will. I see Mark's changed his look and style again. Yeah, it's gone for, it's a lovely new do, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. Permed up, beard grown.
I'd love to see Mark with that. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Get your score predictions in the chat. We'll read out the best ones and the worst ones and the medium ones. What are you going for in this game?
I'm going to go with a 2-1 Ukraine win.
Nice.
Mudryk with 1 and Zinchenko with the other.
Yeah, I love that. Get those score predictions in as well. I was trying to think the game. I didn't enjoy last night just because I never enjoy an England game until the final whistle goes.
Really?
I just get too nervous. Because
even if we're like 2-0 up?
Mate, when we played 6-0 up against Ukraine, what people don't understand is I have my Birmingham City head on. So, like, even if we're 7-0 up, I'm like, well, it's still 2 minutes left. I've seen stranger things happen. Like, I just get so... And I was round people's houses last night and they were being negative straight away, and that was winding me up.
There's a few negative Nellies at the moment.
Yeah,
about England, that's for sure.
So I think even the Scotland-Germany game, I enjoyed the first half, but then it was just like, well, it's 10 men. It's like, stop, they're already dead.
Yeah, I enjoyed the Hungary game. I thought was good fun, actually.
We did that here. Yeah, that was good actually. And Spain did look. Yeah, and because I've not really seen too much of Yamal, I've not like watched him on the phone.